Now, there's one guy that thinks he has a solution, and I'm quite curious. Check it out.
It's not easy being a spy, but one man in South Africa is the ultimate spy. You see, for a nominal fee, he'll spy on your kids wherever they might be and hopefully keep them out of the clutches of danger.
His name is Mark Hardwick, aka The Guardian, hired by parents to watch their teenagers and keep them from danger, especially when trouble comes along.
Guardian, do you have a visual?
Roger that, Katlego. We have a visual. I can see him. I'm taking a snapshot. I'll send it to the parents.
If a strange person starts interfering with your child, Mark will send the parents a picture, and if they disapprove, the Guardian will intervene.
I'm going in. How's Jody? Who's this guy? Do you know him?
I just met him.
Listen, either you need to come with me or he needs to leave.
I'd like to stay.
Okay, come, buddy, you need to go.
Shoo! With the threat neutralized, the kids can continue their fun while Mark stays in the background, allowing them the freedom to be themselves while being safe.
Now, Mark, obviously that was a reenactment, but I'm sure you've encountered similar situations quite a lot of times in the work that you do.
You know, this service is becoming more and more popular. Parents are wanting to be more and more proactive. And so, for all intents and purposes, it certainly is growing all over the country.
Now, since starting the business in 2009, are you finding that more and more parents are calling you in for this kind of service?
Actually, when I started the business, this business wasn't originally developed to do this. The business was a private investigation business working in crimes against children. And so, as things have moved on, parents have really got to the place where they're wanting to be more proactive, and children are wanting to be more independent. And this is really the tool, the solution to go, well, you can be independent, but I'm going to ensure that you're safe whilst you're learning to be independent. Growing up today is so different from the times when we grew up, and so allowing the kids in those days to go down to the beach or hang out on their own didn't carry the same dangers that it does today.
Most of the parents call Mark to watch their teenagers, with common locations being clubs, malls and parties at a rate of 350 Rand per hour. The kids are notified beforehand, and Mark doesn't intervene without express permission from the parents. But how do the kids feel about it?
So, guys, how comfortable would you be knowing that there's somebody following you, watching your moves?
I would definitely feel safer because I do worry when I go out with my friends. I'm always the worrying about what's going to happen if I get approached. But I don't think my friends would enjoy it that much. I don't think, because it's not only me. If I'm out with friends, they would worry too about some random person following them around.
I would be okay with it because, first of all, I know I'm safe because in this country has like a lot of crime, and like it's good to be safe.
Parents like Emma's mom seem optimistic.
Bernice, would you hire a guardian like Mark to look after your kids when they go out?
I'm not sure how they would react in a situation where they were approached by somebody a bit shady. Would they cope? So, you know, in today's society, I'd certainly feel more confident knowing there's someone watching out for her. You know, so if you look at it that way, I know they'd see it as an invasion of their privacy, but I would see it more as looking after them or taking care of them. So yes, I think I would actually consider it.
Now, the world is a dangerous place, and perhaps the answer is a guardian like Mark. But then again, it is important to allow your kids the necessary space to grow and live out their own lives. If all else fails, you could always just tie them up.
I love the Guardian. I will, one day when I have kids, employ the Guardian, hey?
I think he's doing a good job.
Or just employ Katlego and he can tie them to a tree. That was really funny.
Absolutely. And not just protecting them, like if they're at a club or at a function and they dance too closely, the Guardian will go up to them and say, please, leave some space for the Holy Spirit.
You see?
Leave some space for the Holy Spirit.
Step away from the girl.
I can't believe you just said that. My kids won't even say the inside of a club. No, no.
Anyway, they might